You don't realize how special America is until after you go abroad. Like, I'm a fan of the females, and America got something called options. I'm like, don't get me wrong, there's other races in Europe, but mainly it's Europeans. I'm looking in the show tonight, there's a lot of beautiful options. Black women, white women, Asian, Latino. See a couple of Indian girls sprinkled about. I gotta say, Indian women are some of the most beautiful women on the planet, but Indian men, ugh. And it was weird, because I had my first show in Sweden, but I had a layover in London. And they actually had Indian people working airport security. Me up, because they all had British accents, totally threw me. Excuse me, sir, could you please put all your belongings in a tray and move it forward? I'm what? Because I'm from America. I'm used to, can you please put everything? And you got to. And I was drinking a Slurpee at the time. I was like, you don't recognize it? You talking like that for? And listen, bro, if you a black man and you into white women, you gotta go to Europe. We special out there, because ain't a whole lot of in Europe. London is a major metropolis, a lot of in London. But you go to Southern Europe, Eastern Europe, Riga, Lithuania, there are no out there. We like a delicacy. We like strawberry Kit Kats, nigga, we rare. And that accent work both ways, men to women and women to men. Because fellas, you get with the wrong woman with the wrong accent, that'll you up too. Fucked around, had sex with a Jamaican broad recently. It's the scariest shit I'd ever done. Because Jamaican women by nature are real fiery women. They're aggressive, passionate, spicy. She put the pressure on me, it was too much, I couldn't handle it. You want some of this, boy? You better get back there and mash it up. Don't around, mash it up, mash it up. When you pull your out, you better come with the right amount of ammunition. Booyaka, booyaka. I was crying. I was like, quit your blood clot crying, you boy. Oh my God. Ain't no Middle Eastern people in here, is it? My man, right there. Where you from?
Pakistan.
Listen, if I said anything to offend you, I'm sorry. Me, you, the same. White people fend for yourselves. I fuck with every race group, but I don't fuck with the Middle East. When them say they the bomb, they mean that shit. You don't want to fuck with me, my friend. I am the bomb. Mm-hmm. I'll be nervous. It's quiet in here, and all you hear is. Matter of fact, I need to see you laughing at all times. Soon as shit don't be funny, he texting, it is time. Matter of fact, if that get up to pee, we all. I don't want to hear shit about it. What are you doing? No, what are you doing? Matter of fact, if you're gonna blow somebody up, I went to Belgium. I was excited about that because I'm an action movie fanatic, and I know that's where Jean-Claude Van Damme is from. And ironically enough, I watched that movie on the plane ride over, Expendables 2. He plays the bad guy in the movie. He has a fight scene with Sylvester Stallone at the end of the movie. I thought Stallone and Schwarzenegger was hard to understand. Here's a moment just before the fight. Van Damme says to Stallone, "Don't try to challenge me." It took me 45 minutes to figure out that was trying to say challenge. Don't try to challenge me. I said, what the is a challenge? Sound like a black male hairdresser. Oh my God, girl, your hair's nice. Who did your challenge? Like, I can't even believe Stallone and Schwarzenegger still making action movies. He's 187 years old. And I'm a huge Sly fan. I love them Rocky movies. Would come out with Rocky 48, I'd be right there. My favorite Rocky movie was Rocky 3 when his trainer died. Not because his trainer died, just hearing Stallone cry for the first time was magical. Remember that scene in Rocky 3 when he loses the club of leg the first time? He goes back into the locker room and Mickey's laying on that cot. He's got that blanket over his chest. He's on his last breath. He's like, Sora. Stallone starts crying. Mick! Mick! You can't do it, Mick. I got one more to do, Mick. Hey, what to do? You ever notice in the Rocky movies, whenever he starts out normal, you can understand him, but the more emotional you get, he just lose you? Like, remember that scene in Rocky 3 when he's standing on the beach and he's all stressed and disheveled, and Adrian's like, Rocky, what's wrong? He's like, hey, yo, Adrian. Hey, you know I don't want it no more. What are you talking about? And when I first got in the ring, I didn't care what happened to me. I didn't care. But now as you, as a kid, I want to lose what I got. What are you putting into it, Adrian? I trying to turn a baby down and tell a bang! That's when Van Damme should have jumped out the water and said, don't try to challenge!
I understand you guys just went on your first ski trip.
Yes, Jose and Ahmed saw snow for the first time ever.
How was the skiing?
Great. I had to snowboard.
Stick. So, Jose, did you dress warmly for the trip?
See,
What'd you wear?
a scarf. And one boot. I told him they should have just worn a garden hose. You know what he could use as a raincoat? A condom.
All right, so how did the trip go?
It was a disaster.
Really?
See,
What happened?
Ahmed broke his leg. The bone was sticking out. It's always sticking out.
Did you put a splint on it?
Of course.
What'd you use?
Me.
So when did this happen?
During the avalanche,
Avalanche?
Ahmed started it. We told him not to bring that bomb
He had a bomb?
on the stick.
And why did Ahmed have a bomb?
I think he's a workaholic.
So what happened after the avalanche?
We are trapped in the snow for 3 days.
Wow, did you have anything to eat?
A jalapeno. You're a sick. We were finally rescued by a Saint Bernard, but the dog took Ahmed and buried his. And his head and his feet. It was hilarious.
Why didn't you help Ahmed?
We were laughing too hard.
I want to get back to the Christmas. Okay, Jose, how do you celebrate the holidays?
We wake up in the morning, and then they take a nap. I'm kidding. I know they work very hard. They run to the border and decorate all the barbed wire.
Jose does not run to the border.
You're right. He goes doing, 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 doing.
Jose, what does Christmas mean to you?
It's the day Jesus was born.
Right.
I didn't know your gardener was born on Christmas. Hey, Jesus! Happy birthday, man!
And there's no alcohol in this country. That's number one reason I would be angry if I lived there. The more I was around these people in their homeland, the more I understood their anger and their willingness to blow themselves up. There's no alcohol at all. I mean, it's not like, ha ha, sneaky, sneaky. No, none. Then, when you go to bed in your bunk, and over loudspeakers, every 4 hours throughout the entire country, so there's no escaping it, you will hear this. And then it turns into landslide. And the landslide, brown. Okay, no, it doesn't, but it did in my head. I made it do that every night in my head. I've been afraid of. Oh my God. And the first night, I didn't know what it was, and I jumped out of my bunk, and I had my glasses on, and Lou still sound asleep, and wake up, and go, what's happening? What is that man singing? What? Are we being attacked? I knew we should have left our helmets in the van. I didn't trust that man. I wanted my helmet. He goes, Kathleen, you're crazy. It's just their call to prayer. Get back in your bunk and be quiet. I said, oh, sorry. I go back to my bunk, but I noticed all the Afghani soldiers did it. Boom! As soon as they heard that man, they got their prayer mats out, they jumped out, and they all got down and they faced left. It was, I don't know what direction it was. It was left to me. In my world, that's a hard left in from my bunk, right? I'd always do a left because that's what I saw first. But I thought, no wonder these people are angry. They have no alcohol and they've never slept 8 hours in a row. I mean, are you kidding me? This goes on every 4 hours. But I couldn't believe their obedience. Think whatever you want to think about the religion. Look at their obedience. I am Catholic. That whole program would last one night. That would be it. One night. They would try it one night, and then the excuses would start, and that would be my favorite part. Well, here's the thing. I had a mat, and I loaned it to my brother Bob, and let me tell you what. That son of a bitch doesn't return a thing. I loaned him a lawnmower back in 1978, and I thought of it. Haven't gotten any overtime. I can't afford a new prayer mat. It's not right to do it without the mat, so I'm just going to sit this one out for a decade. Go, wow, this is the whole war. This is what we're doing. And we didn't even spend the money. Because they go, if you're going to take a shower here in the shower building, you might want to wear your tennis shoes and extra socks. Because you'll notice this is all Russian equipment. It's from the 70s. We didn't bring new stuff. The Russian stuff is still there. I'm like, did we learn nothing? Really? The Russians? The toughest people on earth. People who tricked Hitler into a snowstorm were freaked out by these people. These people in the middle of the night went, holy crap, they're crazy, and ran home like girls and left everything. They left tanks, they left barracks, they left apartments. They're like, here's the keys, man. You want to give it a whirl? Seriously, we are sneaking out at midnight. This is insane.
I'm ignored at my Y. I'm ignored at all health clubs. Like when I walk into a fitness area, even in a hotel, people always look at me like, I didn't know they serve food here. The only people that approach me are personal trainers. They're like, you looking for a personal trainer? No. You should be. So I've gotten to the point, if I'm approached by a personal trainer, I just act like they're hitting on me. They're like, hey, how you doing? I'm married. I don't think you understand. I understand perfectly. You want to get with me, but I'm taken, so you can look, but no touchy. I got to do some international shows this year. I performed in Japan for the first time, which was amazing. I mean, I wasn't in Japan just for stand-up. I was also modeling. I wish that wasn't that funny. But Japan, the Japanese are just, they're better at being human. Can we admit that? They're more polite, they're better at design. The Japanese toilet, are you familiar with the Japanese toilet? The Japanese took the most disgusting experience of human existence and fixed it. The Japanese toilet washes you, dries you, does your taxes. And that is in a Tokyo airport bathroom. You leave a Japanese public restroom cleaner than when you walked in. You leave an American public restroom with PTSD. Your only thought is, how can I forget that experience? Is there alcohol nearby? The entire time I was in Japan, I felt overweight, probably because I am overweight. But generally, the Japanese are thin. I mean, there are people that are overweight in Japan, but not like in America. We're better at not being thin. Because if you get really fat in Japan, they make you sumo wrestle. They make their fat people fight each other to entertain the thin people. And the fat people in Japan go along with it. Well, why am I doing this? It's prestigious. Now you try and push that other fat ass out of the circle. Oh, we try not to giggle. But first, throw in this giant diaper and put your hair in a bun. It's very dignified. The Japanese are quiet and polite. They're like the opposite of my children. I had my kids with me, and they were always making loud noises. Occasionally, I would catch a Japanese person looking at my poorly behaved kids, and then they would look at me, and I'd always say the same thing. We're Canadian. Of course, we're not Canadian, but that is what some Americans do when they travel internationally. They tell people they're Canadian, which I think is cowardly. That's why I always tell people I'm North Korean. Then I get the respect I deserve. How much attention does the country of North Korea need at this point? Every 2 days, North Korea's like, we're gonna blow up the world! Isn't there a party that's like, then just do it?
This is time for family trips, too. This is where everybody go on family trips. We do family trips. Black folk, we don't do family trips well. This how we plan it. Girl, we about to go down to Florida. You going? Shit, I might as well go. I ain't got shit to do. When y'all going? Probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday, something like that. Girl, let me know. Shit, I'm ready to roll. I don't give a fuck. I ain't got shit to do. Just broke up with this motherfucker. I'm ready to get out of town anyway. Hey, we gonna do this. That's how we plan. We don't do it right. White folk, you know, I ain't saying they better, but they just playing shit strategically. That's how they do. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're headed to Disney World. Everyone excited? Yay! All right, we're gonna meet up at the Walmart on Hanley, and then we're gonna follow Steve. Steve has a great GPS, which can synchronize with all of our iPhone. We're gonna trail him on down. Our first stop will be the Cracker Barrel. Oh my God, Cracker Barrel! I love Cracker Barrel. I know everybody else likes Cracker Barrel. Oh man, fantastic! Got some delicious apple butter, and I love that hash brown casserole. It's to die for. Okay, and we're gonna shop at the little country store in front. I found some nice knickknacks in there. And then we get on the highway, heading on down. Our next stop will be the Stuckey's. Oh my God. If you've never been to Stuckey's, it's a fabulous little restaurant, delicious. They got a great country fried steak, and they got a pecan log that you gotta try. If you haven't... you gonna try it, fantastic. And then we're headed on down to Orlando, Florida, where we'll be at Disney World. We're staying at the Holiday Inn Select. We all have our confirmation number, and we should be in there promptly at dusk. Now, I don't know what the fuck time dusk is. That's white people time. That's like 8:14, 6:45, 8:88. I don't know what the fuck dusk is. But I know when dusk comes, white people go in the house, and so do I. Shit. Where you going in the house for? It's fucking dusk. You better get in the house. Black folk, we just don't plan it like that. We don't plan it like that. Like this, how our family trip start off. Y'all better pee now. Cause I ain't stopping till I see that motherfucking mouse, you hear me? We meet at mama house at 4:15, right? Who ain't there wasn't coming, huh? We got 3 cars to choose from. We got my Chrysler 300 and only adults riding that bitch who can smoke and can roll a blunt and drink. That's only one fuckers riding. If you can't do none of those things, get the fuck out of my car, you understand? All right, you got the station wagon in front. It seats about 15, 20 if y'all want to ride in that bit. But our service engine light keep coming on. And if that shit break out on the highway, I guess we gonna see y'all when we get back. Cause once we start pushing this bitch, we rolling, you understand?